For a long time, many fans have stopped believing in Sydney Sweeney, as every one of her controversies hurt a lot of people. Even the celebrities are not backing down in showing their disgust at everything Sydney Sweeney represents. And you won't believe the popular celebrities on this list and the creative ways they used to diss Sydney. Sydney Sweeney has been involved in several controversies over the years, which the public has frequently criticized. One such instance was when she created a soap specifically for men, with her bathwater included in the formulation, an idea she conceived herself. It was also rumored that the soap in question has a hole in the middle, which has yet to be proven. Nevertheless, Sydney has always taken a messy approach to things, as evidenced by her pro-MAGA theme birthday surprise for her mom's 60th birthday in 2022, where some guests could be seen wearing Make 60 Great Again hats and Blue Lives Matter shirts. Despite the wild nature of all these incidents and the backlash they received, none has gotten a more significant reaction than her most recent drama surrounding the American Eagle ad campaign for jeans, which has sparked a lot of discussion, including from celebrities who rarely speak out. Additionally, we referenced other past controversies earlier to help you understand these celebrities' reactions to Sydney Sweeney as we begin. And first on our list, who was one of the first to call out Sydney's ad, which is believed to be a play on superior genetics, is Doja Cat, who pulled off one of the most savage parodies we've seen this year by completely roasting Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle jeans ad. The whole thing went super viral on TikTok after Doja mimicked Sydney's delivery word for word and also turned up the volume by using an exaggerated southern accent that had everyone losing it.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
The best part was her pronunciation, which added another level of comedy to an ad that was already getting dragged online. So, Doja wasn't just making fun of the delivery, she was cutting in on the entire backlash to make Sydney realize how stupid it sounds. Aside from the campaign itself, Sydney got another chance to clear the air on the controversy and let people know if it had racist intentions or was truly just about genes.
White people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
But Sydney stood her ground to make people realize she meant whatever they thought she said.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
And her only attempt to actually speak on the matter ended up falling flat, making her look out of touch and heartless.
I mean, the reaction definitely was a surprise, but it was, I love jeans.
However, this response doesn't sit well with Amy Lou Wood, another celebrity who is also disappointed and didn't hold back on sharing her disgust with Sydney's response. Sydney and Amy have both featured on different seasons of the same show, The White Lotus, which makes her reaction a solid one on how she now sees her fellow co-star. While other celebrities you would be shocked to see on this list are vocal about the way they dissed Sydney, Amy was very subtle with her shade after Sydney downplayed the controversy surrounding the jeans ad campaign. The diss occurred when the photographer and activist Misan Harriman shared a clip of Sydney's interview with GQ, accompanied by a caption slamming Sydney for not taking the backlash seriously. A part of the caption reads, "Presuming that you are not a white supremacist, at least say how horrified you were by how this campaign was amplified and celebrated by unrepentant racists who believe in eugenics." And Amy was in the comments with a nauseated face emoji, which she has now deleted. Although Amy didn't provide a lengthy comment to express her displeasure, the emoji definitely says a lot about how disgusted she is with Sydney's response. However, the reactions from celebrities become even more intense because we haven't yet reached the diss tracks that will leave your jaw on the floor. Next on the list is Lizzo, who also mocked the ad campaign just like Doja did. Lizzo shared an image of herself wearing a denim shirt and jeans, which is similar to the one Sydney wore in the viral condemned photo shoot, and she wrote, "If the Democrats won the election," on the image, followed by the caption that reads, "My jeans are black," which is a direct shade on Sydney, who said,
"My jeans are blue."
in the original ad campaign. Lizzo is a body-positive advocate whose post on the drama isn't just a meme or sarcasm, but a direct shade at how offensive the ad campaign is and the annoying play on words used. Crazily enough, Sydney hasn't only been getting backlash for her part in the ad campaign, but also for her relationship drama. Sydney featured in a rom-com, Anyone But You, with Glenn Powell, who was in a serious relationship with Gigi Paris at the time they were filming, but broke up during filming and the press tour for the film. It has been reported that Glenn and Sydney were tasked with playing a couple to further sell the romantic idea of the film, which resulted in Glenn's relationship with Gigi suffering as a consequence. And now, Gigi hasn't only blamed Sydney for being directly responsible for the fallout of her relationship with Glenn, but has also dissed her brutally. Gigi mentioned that she was disrespected and couldn't get answers from her boyfriend, who was locked away and not allowed to see her while he was filming with Sydney.
And he called and said, "The producers and I have discussed that I think it's best that you don't come to visit."
Gigi mentioned she was blindsided by the whole arrangement to spread the rumors that Glenn and Sydney are dating, while she was clearly still in a relationship with Glenn.
I had two options. I could either pretend like I was going along with everything and have everyone wonder, like, are they hooking up? Are they not hooking up? Is she okay with this? What the f? Like, or stand up for myself and say, no, I'm actually not okay with this, and I'm walking away.
Also, the dating rumors between Sydney and Glenn sparked again after Sydney broke up with her longtime fiancé, and Gigi also reacted to that, saying, "It's interesting, like I said, I hope that if they're meant to be, that they're meant to be. It's really none of my business anymore." But that's not all, because a popular Hollywood producer, Carol Baum, also dissed Sydney in the most smackdown way by directly saying she's ugly and that her scenes are unwatchable. She explained her opinion of Sydney, saying, "I don't get Sydney Sweeney. I was watching on the plane Sydney Sweeney's movie, Anyone But You, because I wanted to watch it. I watched this unwatchable movie. Sorry to people who love this romantic comedy where they hate each other." Carol also wondered why everyone found Sydney to be attractive when she's not particularly pretty and can't act, which was a very direct diss that Sydney couldn't shake off. The celebrities with huge platforms aren't holding back on dissing Sydney for her role in the ad campaign, especially given her past drama, which is making the same point. And for Zendaya, she's making a very loud statement with her actions rather than comment, which is a direct diss at how she's not only displeased, but also making sure she has nothing to do with Sydney again. However, that might be challenging to do, seeing as they are both co-stars in Euphoria and will be featured together on the show's third season. And while Zendaya has no control over how their characters interact in the show, she has allegedly made moves to distance her brand from collaborating with Sydney on the promotion of Euphoria Season 3. Contrary to popular opinion, Zendaya isn't just doing this based on the controversial ad campaign, but on a whole lot of other crazy drama Sydney has been involved in. With Zendaya's career now at its peak, it's reported that she doesn't want off-screen drama to overshadow her professional projects, and right now, Sydney has a lot of that and keeps going at it, which allegedly made Zendaya dissociate from such a damaging reputation. It also highlights a very direct diss of how Zendaya holds a strong reputation and wouldn't want that tarnished by collaborating with Sydney, who doesn't seem to care about people's opinions on her professional projects. Aside from the other damning drama, Sydney was also caught liking tweets about finding Tom Holland attractive in 2021 when Zendaya and Tom just officially started dating. At the time, Tom was consistently visiting Zendaya on the set of Euphoria, and this made people speculate that Sydney also wanted Tom by flirting with him. So, all of those crazy events and the more recent political and white supremacist content Sydney has been dishing out could all be good reasons why Zendaya is staying away from her. Speaking of romantic drama, Sydney has also made an unexpected enemy out of Justin Bieber, which is a whole lot to unpack when you think about it, as we unravel the connection. Even more recently, Sydney has been reported to have gotten into a romantic relationship with Scooter Braun, as the pair was spotted sharing a sweet kiss in New York City's Central Park, and a source close to them revealed that they've been casually dating for a while now. Interestingly, this has made Sydney a direct enemy of Justin, who had a financial fallout with Scooter, his former manager. Scooter and Justin ended their long-term business relationship after Justin was required to pay $31 million to settle a financial dispute between them. This settlement included $26 million for a touring advance that the management company had covered, as well as $5.5 million in in unpaid commissions. This whole money issue comes from Justin's canceled Justice tour, which has left them in a bitter fallout.
A lot of bullshit and people taking advantage of me because I was making money with them. You know what I mean? And I finally got to a point where I'm like, it's not worth being stepped on because this person's helping me make money.
And while Justin never directly dissed Sydney, her romantic association with Scooter has now shown that she's just one of those people Justin doesn't care about, based on her connection to someone who had hurt him. However, the most insane part of it all is Donald Trump's reaction to the controversy. And in Sydney's response, she was more enthusiastic about speaking about Trump's reaction rather than the people and other major celebrities' backlash, which is the main reason why Trump is on this list.
If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic.
Although Trump praised Sydney, his reaction further opened up Sydney for more people to diss her. And of course, a lot more celebrities were up to the task, as Gabby Windey also threw some shade at Sydney. After watching the ad, Gabby admitted the whole thing felt terrifying, but then she got brutally honest about the fit itself, pointing out that the close-up shots revealed the jeans weren't actually flattering Sydney's figure. Gabby bluntly said, but also in the ad, she's not filling out the jeans. She doesn't have that good of jeans. These jeans are doing nothing for her ass. Gene or Jean, either one. Following all of this drama, many people started asking that fans boycott the film Americana, which Sydney is a big part of, and the singer Halsey, who also features in the film, thinks it's unfair to punish a hardworking director based on Sydney's pretty dumb advertising take, as they are totally unrelated. However, while Halsey is fighting for the movie, she directly calls Sydney out for her dumb advertising gig, which isn't only affecting her, but also people who associate with her professionally.